Fellas, sometimes it's not about what she says, it's about how she greets you. The first few seconds of any interaction with a woman you're interested in can tell you everything you need to know. If she's genuinely into you, it'll show clearly but subtly. Today, I'm going to break down the 5 greeting signs that reveal when a woman truly likes you. When a woman truly likes you, one of the most powerful, yet often overlooked signs, is what happens to her face, and especially her eyes, the moment she sees you. This is something so primal, so deeply rooted in human behavior, that she doesn't even realize it's happening. Her body reacts before her mind can process anything logical. Her pupils may dilate slightly. It's a natural biological response to something or someone she finds attractive or exciting. You might notice a soft sparkle in her eyes, or that her gaze lingers just a little longer than it does with anyone else. It's almost as if she sees you, and for a second the world slows down around her. That flicker of joy, of surprise, of light, it's not just visual, it's emotional, and it's real. What you're witnessing in that moment is emotional chemistry bubbling up to the surface. Think about it. When you see someone you admire or deeply like, you don't have to tell yourself to smile, it just happens. The same goes for her. Her expression might shift from neutral to animated in less than a second. She could be in a bad mood, distracted or stressed, but the moment you show up, there's a visible lift in her face. Her brows raise slightly, her lips curl upwards, and her energy shifts. This isn't just a social habit, it's a psychological reflex. You're the stimulus that triggers a positive emotional response in her. And that's important because no one can fake that consistently. Some women will also give off a kind of glow when they're around someone they like. Not makeup, not lighting, just this natural, unspoken excitement that radiates from the way they look at you. It's the difference between polite interest and genuine connection. A woman who's just being nice will look at you with the same generic smile she gives everyone, but a woman who's genuinely into you, her smile becomes fuller, more genuine. It's not about being wide or exaggerated, it's about the way it reaches her eyes. That's the giveaway. Sometimes it's subtle, other times it's obvious. She might break into a soft giggle, bite her lip, or look down briefly before looking back up at you. That's vulnerability showing up in real time, not because she's insecure, but because she cares about how you perceive her. That slight nervousness you see in her eyes, that's not fear, that's attraction. You're witnessing someone who has a crush on you, someone who may not even be aware of just how much her face gives her away. And if you catch her looking at you before you notice her, that's even more telling. If her expression changes from casual observation to lit up excitement the moment your eyes meet, that's your signal. She's been watching you, waiting for you to look her way, and when you do, it's like her internal energy flips a switch. You have to train yourself to notice this. You have to be still, present, and observant, because the way her eyes light up when she sees you is often the most honest part of the entire interaction. Her words can lie, her social behavior might follow a script, but her eyes, her face, that's where the truth lives. Another deeply revealing behavior that signals a woman's genuine interest in you is how quickly and instinctively she starts adjusting her appearance the moment she sees you. This reaction is nearly automatic, and it speaks volumes not through words, but through subtle body language and subconscious grooming rituals that she likely doesn't even realize she's doing. When a woman likes you, she becomes hyper, aware of how she presents herself in your presence. The second she spots you, you'll often catch her running her fingers through her hair, straightening her clothes, checking her reflection in a nearby surface, or even subtly fixing her posture. These aren't random actions, they're biological cues of attraction that go all the way back to evolutionary psychology. Attraction triggers a primal need to appear more desirable to the object of one's affection. For women, this often means making small adjustments that enhance perceived femininity, symmetry, and attractiveness. So when she sees you and instantly starts fixing her hair, smoothing it down, fluffing it up, or tucking it behind her ear, she's signaling that she cares about the impression she's making. If she adjusts her neckline, pulls down her skirt slightly, or quickly checks that her clothes are sitting right, that's not vanity, that's targeted awareness. She wants to be seen by you, and more than that, she wants to be seen well. Posture is another major cue. Watch how she shifts her body. A woman who was lounging or slouching may suddenly sit up straighter or square her shoulders the second you walk into the room. She becomes more poised, more aligned. This is a direct result of her trying to project confidence and beauty in your direction. She's not necessarily doing this to get attention from everyone, just you. That change in energy is intentional, even if she's not fully conscious of it. Her body is responding to the feeling of wanting to be attractive, and that feeling is sparked by you entering her environment. You might also notice how she touches her face more often. She could be smoothing her eyebrows, adjusting her lipstick subtly, or glancing into her phone screen pretending to check something, but really, she's doing a quick one, to ensure she's looking her best. It's important to realize that these behaviors are different from generic vanity. The timing is what matters. If she starts doing these things specifically when she sees you, not before, not long after, but right as you walk in or come near, that's the clue. It means you've triggered something inside her, something instinctive, something powerful. It's also worth noting that women who are attracted to a man tend to become more aware of their own body language in his presence. So along with fixing her appearance, she may become more deliberate in how she moves, slower, more graceful, even slightly exaggerated at times. She may cross and uncross her legs. She might stand at a particular angle, subtly emphasizing her curves or the features she feels confident about. All of this is part of a silent, unspoken language that speaks far louder than any verbal greeting ever could. This is the moment when her self-awareness peaks. She's not just greeting you casually like she would a coworker or a friend. She's stepping into her most feminine energy, preparing to interact with someone she finds attractive. And again, this isn't something she plans in advance. It's not strategic. It's reactive. You walk in and suddenly she's fixing, adjusting, aligning, preparing, because whether she says it out loud or not, her actions are revealing one truth: she wants you to see her at her best, because your presence means something to her. When a woman truly likes you, one of the most revealing signs isn't in her words, it's in the way she uses her voice. Her tone, pitch, and delivery all shift in a noticeable, yet often subtle, way. The moment she greets you, you might notice that her voice becomes softer, more melodic, more feminine. It's not about her putting on an act or trying too hard. In fact, most of the time, she doesn't even realize she's doing it. This change in vocal energy is a subconscious adjustment, one rooted deeply in human psychology and biology. It's a way of signaling warmth, openness, and receptivity, and it happens instinctively when she's talking to someone she finds attractive. You have to understand that a woman's voice is one of her most expressive tools, and when she uses it in a certain way around you, she's communicating something more than just the words she's saying. If you pay close attention, you'll pick up on the shift. Maybe she was speaking loudly or assertively just moments before with her friends or coworkers, but the second you walk into the room, her voice lowers, not in a way that suggests shyness or weakness, but in a way that creates intimacy. She may start speaking more slowly, with a smoother, almost calming cadence. This is not an accident. It's her body's way of pulling you in, of inviting connection. And if she really likes you, you might hear a certain Playfulness in her tone, a light teasing, a gentle laugh woven into her greeting, or a musical lilt that wasn't there before. These are cues of flirtation. A woman's voice becomes more emotionally rich when she's around someone she's drawn to. She's not just saying hi, she's saying it in a way that sounds like it matters that she's saying it to you. She's adding emotional weight to the most basic words because her feelings are guiding the way she expresses them. It's not forced, it's not calculated, it's emotional vulnerability wrapped in vocal charm. Another key element to notice is vocal variability. When a woman likes you, she becomes more expressive vocally. Her pitch may rise and fall with more nuance. Her laughter becomes more genuine and spontaneous, and she may even exaggerate certain words for emphasis, not to be dramatic, but to show that she's emotionally present in the moment with you. Her speech becomes less robotic, less routine. You can feel her energy coming through in the way she speaks, not just in what she says. That's an important distinction. A lot of men miss this because they're focused on the surface content of the conversation. But the tone reveals her true intentions. You might also notice she says your name more often. That's a vocal intimacy technique. Repeating someone's name creates a personal connection. If she greets you with "Hey, you," or "Hi / your name," in a tone that sounds distinctly warmer or softer than how she speaks to others, that's a clue. It's especially revealing when you compare how she greets you versus how she greets other people. If there's a noticeable difference in vocal warmth, tone, and attentiveness, it's because her emotional state shifts when she interacts with you. She's not neutral. She's emotionally invested, even if only subtly. There's also a deeper biological component at play. Studies in evolutionary psychology have shown that women instinctively modify their voice around men they're attracted to, often making it sound more youthful, breathy, or higher in pitch. Why? Because these vocal qualities are subconsciously associated with femininity, gentleness, and fertility traits that, over centuries of evolution, have been linked to mate selection. She may not know this consciously, but her biology does. So when her voice softens, sweetens, or becomes more emotionally charged when she sees you, it's not just because she's being nice. It's because she's drawn to you in a way that triggers something instinctual. Even moments of silence carry meaning. For instance, if she pauses slightly before speaking to you, or if she takes a breath and smiles before saying your name, those micro moments of stillness are filled with emotional weight. She's not rushing through her words, she's savoring the interaction. Her voice isn't just a tool for communication, it becomes a vessel of attraction, a quiet signal that says, "I see you. I feel something when I talk to you, and I want you to feel it too." When a woman genuinely likes you, one of the clearest, yet most underestimated signals is the physical space she chooses to keep, or rather, not keep, between the two of you. Human beings naturally have personal boundaries when it comes to proximity. There's a subconscious zone we maintain that helps us feel safe, comfortable, and unbothered. But when a woman is attracted to a man, those natural barriers start to shrink. She'll come closer than necessary, subtly invade that personal space, and linger in your orbit in a way that feels deliberate, even if she would never openly admit it. Her body language speaks before her words ever do. This is not about carelessness or lack of spatial awareness, it's about instinctive desire to close the distance. Pay attention to how she approaches you when she greets you. Does she lean in slightly when saying hello? Does she step into your personal bubble rather than keeping a neutral, socially safe distance? That's not coincidence. It's a sign of comfort, curiosity, and affection. A woman who is emotionally neutral about you will maintain that polite space. She'll greet you from a couple of feet away, smile, maybe nod or wave, and move on. But a woman who's into you, she'll cut that space in half. She may stand a little closer than necessary, even when the environment doesn't require it. It's almost as if her body is naturally drawn toward you, like a magnet responding to a silent pull. It's not just about how close she gets, though it's also about how comfortable she is being that close. Does she stay in your proximity even after the initial greeting? Is she lingering near your side, continuing the conversation while keeping her body turned toward you? That's key. Because proximity without tension is intimacy. If she doesn't fidget, if she doesn't step back quickly, if she maintains that closeness without acting like it's a big deal, that's a huge sign. Her body is telling you, I feel safe around you. I want to be near you. That kind of comfort is never accidental. It's built on trust and interest. Another layer to this is how she positions her body during the greeting. When a woman likes you, she naturally opens up her posture around you. Her feet might point in your direction, her shoulders square off toward you, and she'll often avoid crossing her arms, which would be a subconscious signal of self-protection or disinterest. Instead, she'll present her body in a way that's open, relaxed, and welcoming. This openness, combined with her choice to stand close to you, is a strong double signal of attraction. She's not just present physically, she's emotionally attuned to the interaction. And then there's the touch, the light, fleeting, seemingly innocent touch that comes with the greeting. Maybe it's a tap on the arm, a brief touch on your shoulder, or even a light hug that lingers a little longer than usual. Women don't offer physical touch casually, especially not during greetings. When she initiates contact, even subtly, she's breaking that invisible barrier most people maintain. She's allowing you into her personal space. More than that, she's inviting you in it. And if she does this consistently, not just once, but every time you interact, that pattern matters. It means the attraction isn't fleeting, it's something she feels repeatedly. Situational context also plays a role. For example, even in a crowded room where she could easily greet you from a distance, she might go out of her way to get closer. She could maneuver through people just to stand beside you or wait until there's a clear path to approach you directly. She's making a physical investment to connect with you in a more personal, immediate way. That effort, no matter how small, carries meaning. People don't go out of their way for those they don't care about. And women, especially, tend to be more careful and selective with their space and energy. If she's giving both to you without being asked, that speaks volumes. Also, observe what happens after the greeting. Does she find excuses to stay physically near you? Maybe she doesn't sit right next to you, but chooses a spot nearby. Maybe she keeps coming back into your vicinity even after moving away. These are all proximity patterns, behaviors that, when put together, show a consistent desire to be in your presence. And more importantly, to be physically close to you. Again, it's not always about overt sexual attraction. It can be emotional closeness, admiration, or a sense of connection that she's trying to express physically without having to verbalize it. This type of body language, the conscious choice to reduce the distance between herself and you, is one of the oldest forms of human communication. It transcends language, culture, and age. When someone moves closer to you than necessary, it's because they're trying to experience more of your energy. They want to feel you near them, hear your voice more clearly, observe your expressions up close. A woman who likes you won't always say it out loud, but she will show it with her space, her posture, her willingness to break the invisible walls most people keep around themselves. When a woman really likes you, one of the most emotionally revealing signs is in her eyes, and not just the initial light up when she first sees you, but in the way she maintains eye contact during your greeting and conversation. Eyes are one of the most honest parts of human interaction because they're incredibly difficult to control consciously. You can't fake a smile, you can rehearse words, you can even imitate body language to some degree. But the eyes always give away what the heart is trying to hide. So when a woman looks into your eyes and holds that gaze just a little longer than normal, when her pupils slightly dilate, when her expression softens and her attention becomes laser focused, she's not just seeing you, she's feeling you. What makes this so powerful is that it bypasses logic. Eye contact is primal. It communicates interest, attention, and emotional availability. And when a woman really likes you, her eye will keep searching for yours. You'll feel it. You'll catch her looking at you when she thinks you're not looking. Or during a greeting, instead of glancing away quickly or looking past you, she locks in and stays there, even if it's just a few seconds longer than what would be socially expected. That extra second says more than 1,000 words ever could. It says, I'm here, I'm open, I want to connect with you. And the way she blinks, the way her eyelids move, all of that changes too. A woman who's emotionally invested will blink less rapidly because she's focused. Her attention is singular. Her nervous system is relaxed but alert. If she likes you, she'll often have a slightly wider-eyed expression when you greet her, a subtle sign of being emotionally engaged and mentally stimulated. Her eyes may appear brighter, more alive, almost glowing in your presence. And here's what's interesting, she might not even say much in the beginning. Sometimes it's just eye contact that does all the talking. The greeting becomes secondary to the gaze. Words become background noise to the silent emotional signals she's sending through her eyes. Now, for women who are more shy or introverted, this gaze might be interrupted more frequently, but that doesn't mean feeling isn't there. In fact, the more reserved she is, the more telling it is when she looks up at you and then quickly looks down with a smile. That's not disinterest, that's emotional overload. She's feeling something, and it's powerful enough to make her break eye contact out of sheer vulnerability. She doesn't want to be obvious, but she also can't help herself. That balance of looking and looking away is its own language. You'll notice that even if she turns her gaze elsewhere, she often brings it back to you. It's like her eyes keep wandering, but they always return home to yours. Some women will even deepen the greeting moment by coupling eye contact with micro-expressions, tiny, unconscious facial movements that flash for a fraction of a second. A subtle eyebrow raise, a softening around the eyes, a barely noticeable parting of the lips. These micro-cues, when combined with focused eye contact, are expressions of affection, curiosity, and psychological openness. She's not just physically present, she's emotionally available in that instant. And even if she's nervous or trying to play it cool, the truth leaks through the cracks of her control. Her eyes can't help but tell the story, and here's where it becomes even more powerful. Sustained eye contact during the greeting often sets the tone for the entire interaction. When a woman truly likes you, those initial seconds become her way of silently saying, I'm here for this. I'm not rushing through. I want to feel this connection with you. Think about how rare that is in today's fast-paced attention, fractured world. Most people greet others with a quick glance and then move on, but she's slowing down. She's choosing to stay in that moment with you. That is intimacy. That is presence. That is the deepest form of greeting, one that transcends spoken words. You may also notice that her eye contact becomes more expressive when you speak. Her gaze won't wander to her phone or the people around her, it stays with you. She reacts with her eyes. She smiles with them. She responds emotionally in real time to what you're saying. That's how you know her attention is genuine. And in a world full of distractions and half-hearted conversations, that kind of focused, heartfelt eye contact is rare, and it's valuable. When a woman gives you that kind of energy during a greeting, she's revealing more about how she feels than any sentence ever could. In fact, even after the greeting has passed, her eyes may continue to follow you subtly. You might catch her watching you from across the room, tracking your movements, checking in visually, not to control or monitor you, but simply because her interest is anchored on you. That lingering gaze, even when she pretends to be looking elsewhere, is another layer of emotional transparency. Her eyes are saying what her mouth may be too cautious or afraid to admit. I see you, and I want you to see me too. When a woman really likes you, one of the most underrated but emotionally loaded gestures she makes during a greeting is her smile. This isn't just about flashing her teeth or being polite. It's about the type of smile, the timing, the warmth, the subtle shifts in her facial muscles that speak volumes about how she feels in your presence. The kind of smile a woman gives when she's genuinely into you is different from the generic, social smile she gives to coworkers, acquaintances, or even strangers. It has depth, it has softness, it has that slow, unfolding quality that feels less like a reaction and more like a genuine expression of joy simply from seeing you. Pay attention to the timing of the smile. When it comes instantly, the moment she lays eyes on you, that's reflexive. That means her body is responding before her mind even processes what to say. It's almost like her emotional system lights up, and the smile is the first thing to show up on her face. That alone tells you a lot. You haven't said anything yet, you haven't made a joke, you haven't even reached her, and already she's smiling. That's not a performance, that's not politeness, that's emotional recognition. She's genuinely happy to see you, and it shows on her face like a light being switched on. But it doesn't stop at just when she first sees you. A woman who really likes you will maintain that smile during the interaction. It won't fade away quickly. It won't vanish the moment you break eye contact. Instead, it will linger, sometimes softly, sometimes almost teasingly, as if she's savoring the moment. This sustained smile indicates comfort, presence, and affection. And sometimes she doesn't even realize she's doing it. It's not about trying to charm you or play games. It's her subconscious showing you that just being around you makes her feel good. There's also a distinct emotional texture to the way she smiles. A fake or forced smile is easy to spot. It's all lips, no eyes. But when a woman likes you, her smile reaches her eyes. Her cheeks lift, the corners of her eyes wrinkle just slightly, and her whole face seems to open up. That's what's called a Dutch smile, the kind of smile that's universally recognized as authentic. It's a smile that's hard to fake because it comes from real joy. And if she greets you with that asterisk kind of smile consistently, then it's not just friendliness. It's a sign that she lights up when you enter her space. Another thing to notice is the type of energy in her smile. Sometimes it's playful, like she knows something you don't, or she's inviting you into a moment of light flirtation. Other times it's warm and reassuring, almost nurturing, like she's silently saying, "I'm happy you're here." And sometimes it's mixed with a touch of nervousness, the kind of smile where she bites her lips slightly, or smiles and looks away, or blushes while smiling. That blend of excitement and vulnerability is a powerful signal. It means she's not just attracted, she's emotionally affected. She feels something, and her smile is where it leaks out. Then there's the context. Maybe she's in a group when you arrive. Watch how her smile changes the second she turns her attention to you. Even if she's already smiling while talking to someone else, there's often a noticeable shift when she greets you, like a brighter light flickers on, like her emotional state elevates. That's not your imagination. That's attraction altering her behavior. You can literally see the transition. Her smile becomes more personal, more alive, and even if she's trying to keep it casual, that moment, that extra brightness is a dead giveaway. You may also catch her trying to suppress a smile, especially if she's trying not to seem too obvious. Maybe she catches your eye from across the room and looks away, but there's a tiny smile tugging at corners of her mouth, or maybe you walk up and say something simple like, "Hey," and she tries to keep her composure, but you still see that warmth building up in her face. That restrained smile, the one she's holding back because she doesn't want to give too much away, is sometimes more powerful than a wide grin. It shows she's emotionally stirred just by your presence, but she's also cautious. Maybe she's afraid of being too vulnerable. Maybe she doesn't know how you feel yet. But the smile is there, quietly betraying her true feelings. Also, observe what happens when you make her laugh. If she already likes you, her smile will stretch wider, her laughter will sound more genuine, and her body will relax more around you. The greeting will transition smoothly into a light, joyful atmosphere because your presence creates that reaction in her. And here's what's interesting. When a woman is genuinely drawn to you, she'll often find humor in even the smallest things you say. That's not because you're the funniest man alive, it's because her emotional bias is in your favor. She wants to enjoy you. Her smile and laughter are invitations, not just reactions. Sometimes a woman who likes you will also compliment you during the greeting, and it'll be wrapped in a smile that adds emotional context. She might say something like, "Look at you," or "You always show up with that look," or even just a simple "Hey, you." But the words are almost secondary. It's the way she smiles. When she says them, the way her eyes shine, the way her tone softens, the way her body language becomes more expressive, that reveals her true intent. It's that combination of verbal and nonverbal cues that makes the smile carry so much weight. Even after the greeting ends, if she keeps smiling as she walks away or continues talking to you, that's a strong indicator that the emotional impact of seeing you hasn't worn off. Her body is still processing that emotional lift. And maybe, just maybe, she's thinking about you even after you part because your presence made a mark. Her smile is not just a social courtesy, it's a reflection of emotional resonance. And when that smile shows up every time she sees you, grows warmer with each interaction, and feels like a silent, unspoken connection between the two of you, that's when you know she doesn't just like you. She feels you, and she can't hide it, not when her face lights up the way it does every time you walk into the room. So the next time a woman greets you, pay attention not just to her words, but to the way her body speaks. The smile that lingers, the eyes that stay locked a little longer, the closeness she chooses. The energy she brings, the tone she uses, these are not random. They're signals, they're clues. And when a woman genuinely likes you, her greeting becomes a reflection of her unspoken feelings. It's not just hello, it's a message. You matter to me, I see you, I feel something when you're around. Learn to read those signs, because often what isn't said is exactly what you need to hear.